started.
I'm telling you, Israel was.
Every time you mention it.
Oh. Good. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah la'asok b'divrei Torah la'asok b'divrei Torah la'asok b'divrei Torah la'asok b'divrei Torah. Okay, you guys can all hear me?
Yes.
You can all hear me? Yes. So, a couple of things, announcements. High holidays. This is about 6 weeks. If you have not registered, please see Orlando. You can register now. So you can do that. There's QR. What does QR stand for? Someone know?
QR code. Quick response. Quick response.
Obviously not Jewish. Okay.
Yeah.
So
although Jews made it.
We did make it. So and we dedicate all this teaching that you may have a grandchild that is born right now soon in health, and mommy may stay healthy as well. Okay, because they have a daughter-in-law who is in labor as we speak. She's in Texas. It's not like they need to be there. Okay? No I know you. Just know you guys. All right. So, magic, sorcery, Judaism. Who believes in magic? I don't believe in magic.
Like Las Vegas?
You don't believe in magic?
Las Vegas magic? Or?
No, magic. You don't believe in magic? All right. So who does not believe in magic? No, I got a pair. I got Who does not believe in magic? Ken, come here. Ken, come here. Come here. Come here. You can all watch real magic. You got a $100 bill I can borrow? Good.
It's going to make it disappear.
Okay, watch the $100 bill carefully, okay? Oh, it'll be there. All right, so Ken, this is going to work for you. No one else may see it, but you may end up seeing this, okay? So here's the deal. Here's the $100 bill. Oh, he wants you to move. Move over here. Move over here. Just the heck with the camera. Okay. Your $100 bill, okay? But anything can look like anything, so I'm going to do a piece of real magic for you, okay? Watch your 100. Listen to me carefully. Listen to the sound of my voice. Listen how things change. Watch your 100 as it changes to a 50. Watch it as it changes to a 20, a 10. Are you watching? You're watching. The 5, the 1. Do not lose sight of your $1 bill. Now, this is obviously the same bill, right? Because my hands are still empty.
Wow.
Since my hands are empty, that's still a $100 bill. Does it look different to you? No. Good. Do you want to make a dollar donation to the temple? Watch it carefully. It's just all up here. Everything is magic up here. Everything is the relationship. Do not lose sight of your dollar bill. Okay? Do not lose sight of it. Did you watch it? Did you watch it change?
Wow.
My hands are still empty. Therefore, that's still a $100 bill, but it looks kind of different, doesn't it? Is that the same $100 bill that you gave? Is this the $100 bill you gave me? Thank you. So
that was good.
A long time ago. Hey, doctor. No, but I try to be a good rabbi. So a long time ago, it used to be that rabbis used to need to know how to do stage magic. And I'm actually a member of the Magic Castle that was not real magic. But the reaction is the real magic. And that's what we need to understand. Judaism accepts that there is sorcery, magic, necromancy, all these things. This is part of Jewish theology. Now, Reform, conservative, most Orthodox congregations don't want to talk about it, which is why we create a handout. And we're going to study about what literally magic and sorcery is, because it's really important. I'm going to ask a quick question. Eileen, quick question. What's your favorite card in a deck? Don't pick an ace. Everyone picks an ace. Quickly, name any card you want. Queen of Hearts. Take the deck. Open them up. One card's upside down in the entire deck. Pull them out. One card's upside down. What's the card? I hope one card's upside down.
There's a couple.
One card should be upside down. Jody will help you.
It just looks red.
What is it? You know, last time I saw someone hold cards like that, we shot him.
Oh, there it is.
What is it?
Queen of Hearts.
I sealed that.
That's magic. Don't be. You did it all. That's not a card trick. That's magic. I just told you what it is.
He's got 52 decks.
I don't have the. Okay, let's be clear. I didn't hold the deck. That was magic, Jody. This is a card trick. You asked the question. I'm telling you. All right. Do you know how to? Do you play cards, Eileen?
Once in a while.
Oh, good. I accept Visa and MasterCard at my poker games. I want you to remember any card. Just see, I don't care which one. Just remember one. Remember one? Not the bottom one, is it? Okay, good. Put out your hand palm up, please. What card did you remember? Are you sure it was the 5 of diamonds? Not only did I pick the 5 of diamonds and do a miracle, but I changed it to the 7 of spades. That's okay. Blow a kiss. That changes.
Wow. You see that?
That's a card trick.
Wow. That's awesome.
The first one was bad. You don't believe me?
I don't believe any of it.
So let's see what our sages have to say about it. Okay? Jody, I want to point out something, okay? That was a card trick. What I just did with her, that was a card trick. The Queen of Hearts, she could have picked any card in the deck of playing cards. I don't have any other playing cards on me. And only one card was upside down, and I threw her the sealed box. That's magic. So let's talk about what this really means and what it means in Judaism and what it means in life. Okay? So who wants to start reading at the top of page 1 as we begin with witchery, witchcraft, sorcery, and card. So you understand, our tradition accepts real magic. And the rabbis were supposed to know stage magic so they could spot if someone was doing necromancy or sorcery or if they were doing card tricks. That was why the rabbis in ancient times needed to know and understand how that's done. Okay? Who wants to read the first paragraph? Go.
Fiona.
Okay. After the doings of the land.
Wait till the
Log gets out of the
Harley.
Till the Harleys go.
Okay, well, we'll do that. We'll do something else. Carolyn, while we're waiting, we can take a sugar packet anyway. Look at it.
That tests your blood sugar.
Remember it. Rip it open, but don't spill it. I'm going to do an illusion. Hopefully this will work for you. Maybe it'll even work for other people. Watch carefully. What I want you to do is just pour it right in my hand. Try to get it all in the thing. Say 1, 2, 3, go. Say 1, 2, 3, go. Gone. Put out your hand palm up. It still exists in another place right there. Watch carefully.
Very good.
That's stage magic. Okay, great. Who wants to read? Go, Fiona.
After the doings of the land of Egypt, where you dwelt, shall you not do? And after the doings of the land of Canaan, where I bring you, shall you not do? Nor shall you walk in their ordinances. When you come into the land which the Lord your God gives you, you shall not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. There shall not be found among you anyone who makes his son or his daughter pass through the fire, or who uses divination, or a soothsayer, or an enchanter, or a witch.
Okay, keep going.
Or a charmer, or a medium, or a wizard, or a necromancer.
So hold on a minute. Why is this forbidden if it doesn't exist? Right? It's not saying you can't fool people. It's saying specifically the difference, whether it's doing sorcery or necromancy. Necromancy is bringing back the dead. We know that happens because Saul goes to the witches of Endor. Yes, that's where Star Wars got the name. Right. They go to the witches of Endor to bring back the prophet Samuel. Wow. And the Samuel's ghost comes back and gets very angry that Saul did this. And the witches say, wait, he's telling us that you're Saul, and you're forbidden from doing this. We accept you can summon the dead. You can do wizardry. You can do magic. You can do sorcery. That's not a question in our theology. I know no one wants to look at this from a 21st century point of view, but the reality is we accept sorcery exists.
Absolutely.
Okay? We accept it. So why don't we just accept that like our sages did and then figure out what to do with it? Please continue. This is telling us you're not supposed to do what the neighbors do in those different ways. Please continue.
For all that do these things are an abomination to the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord your God drives them out from before you. You shall be perfect with the Lord your God. For these nations which you shall possess, listen to soothsayers and to diviners, but as for you, the Lord your God has not allowed you to do so. The Lord your God will raise to you a prophet from your midst, from your brothers, like me. To him you shall listen.
So what is this telling us? It's telling us that we recognize that other traditions do things, but our responsibility is to Hashem, is to God. Period. So I got a friend, his name's Rich Perlman. Rich got a great line every time someone's tried to convert him. He says, why am I going to go through an agent? I go straight to the boss. Okay? And that's the reality. It's like when we've taken a class in astrology, we accept that the stars influence us, but they don't have to as Jews because we can go straight to the boss, the one who created the stars. Make sense? This is what it's about. Please continue. But we're not denying that this exists. It does exist.
There is none else besides him. Rabbi Hanana said.
Loudly, loudly, loudly.
Rabbi Hanana said, even by sorcery, a woman once attempted to take earth from under Rabbi Hanana's feet. He said to her, if you succeeded your attempts, go and practice it. Sorcery. It is written, however, there is none else beside him. But that is not so. But did not Rabbi Yochanan say, why are they called Mekashshefim? Because they lessen the power of the divine agencies. Rabbi Hanina was in a different category owing to his abundant merit.
So here's one of the problems with sorcery with magic, all right? So if I said I did that trick where you pick the card, right? And I made the sugar disappear and reappear, or I made the $100 bill change to a 1. Ken, how come you didn't give that to Orlando, by the way? Right? So any of those things.
Can I give you a second ones, please?
If I could change ones to hundreds, I'd stay at home playing with myself all day. That came out really wrong. Right? So
I get it.
If I sit there and say, I made that happen, Ken. I made the sugar disappear. I made it reappear. I can do that, but I choose not to. Ken, I can make your hundreds, ones in the hundreds. If I do all that, what does that do with your faith and your belief in God? It shrinks it, doesn't it? And Judaism is about deepening our awareness of our relationship with God, not shrinking it. So the magic is the relationship that you get when you do a card trick or whatever else. But we recognize that it exists, but we don't do it. Yes, sir. Oh, you're just waving hi.
It's all Jose's fault.
Go like this. Go like this. Who wants to continue reading? We are on page 1 where it says Rabbi Abaya ben Negri. Who wants to read loudly? Who wants to say it's a good meal for loud reading?
I'll do it.
Okay, there we go. Loudly.
Rabbi Abaya ben Negri said, in the name of Rabbi Chia ben Abba, Belithim, references to magic through the agency of demons, Belachutechem, to sorcery without outside help, and thus is also said, and the flame, lachat, of the sword that turns off itself.
So understand we're talking about different levels of magic. Is it because I'm so powerful? Is it because I have a demon helping me? Or does God do the miracle? And it's really important that we recognize everything is a miracle from God. I love saying this because it's and even though I never saw the show, I have a friend, his name's Father Tree. I haven't seen him in years. He was a professor at Loyola Marymount University. And he used to tell this story about a show called Joan of Arcadia. How many of you ever saw Joan of Arcadia? So I guess it was Joan of Arc, but in Arcadia. because Joan comes back in the
was an
San
angel.
Gabriel Valley. I'm not sure. But anyhow, so God's talking to Joan, and God said, and she says, "Prove to me you're Joan." He says, "Turn around." She goes, "What's the big deal? It's a tree." He says, "Yeah, let's see you do it." Okay? Look right there. Those grapevines are magic. But they're God's magic in partnership with our effort. That's the Jewish attitude. But we need to recognize that there are other traditions and that it is real that you could just grow a plant. Remember, Moses throws down his staff, it becomes a snake. What happens then? Does anyone remember?
The Egyptians throw down
The ministers of Pharaoh throw down 3 staves. They become 3 snakes. And Moses' snake eats the other 3. But they are able to do the same magic, aren't they? Except his comes from God. Theirs comes from whatever else. Please continue.
Abaye said, the sorcerer who insists on exact paraphernalia works through demons. He who does not work by pure enhancement.
So, one of the ways you can spot someone who's doing sorcery is that they need a specific paraphernalia. Okay? Putting in a magician's terms, I can do anything with a deck of cards. These are I just literally just bought these at CVS. Okay? It doesn't require specific paraphernalia. Ken, I'm going to tell you a secret. The sugar trick required specific paraphernalia. Don't worry about what it is. Okay? So, the idea is to understand if someone's saying, I need this, and I need this, and I need this, then they may really be doing sorcery. We don't question that. But it's not what we do because we go straight to the boss. Please continue.
No one else?
No, go ahead. Go for it.
Abaye said, laws of sorcerers are like those of the Sabbath. Certain actions are punished by stoning, some are exempt from punishment, yet forbidden, whilst others are entirely permitted. Thus, if one actually performs magic, he is stoned. If he merely creates an illusion, he is exempt.
Baron Copperfield is not to be stoned.
Right. Well,
Okay.
well.
No, David's not. He's a good guy. David's a good
Just
guy.
kidding.
He's a good Jewish boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Copperfield.
He's a Jewish boy. I don't want to say good enough, but go ahead.
Yet it is forbidden, whilst what is entirely permitted. What is entirely permitted? Question. Okay. Abaye also said, at the first I thought the reason...
No. It should be such as...
the other side, sorry. Such as was performed by Rabbi Hiniah and Rabbi Oshia, who spent every Sabbath Eve in studying the laws of creation, by means of which created a third-grown calf and ate it.
So, there's a wonderful book called Sefer Yetzirah. It's attributed to Father Abraham. It certainly is written down by the 1st century. It's called Sefer Yetzirah. Another group of rabbis and myself spent 6 months just studying the first chapter. Once a week. 2-3 hours. Okay? This is where a lot of the Kabbalah you've heard. How many of you heard of Sefirot or pathways or that? This is where it all comes out of. This is a book called Sefer Yetzirah. And supposedly, if you really understand Sefer Yetzirah, you can create a calf. You can create a golem. How many of you have heard of the golem of Prague? Okay, the golem of Prague, for those of you who don't know, how many have been to Prague? I've never been. So have you seen the statue? I've never seen it. So there's a statue. You've seen it? Okay. So the golem of Prague, the Maharal, a great rabbi, the Jews were being persecuted, and he, using this book, created, this is where the Frankenstein myth comes from, he created this whole being that went out and defended the Jewish people. It's called a golem. And apparently there is a statue of the golem of Prague in Prague.
Yeah.
And he did it using certain pieces of information from the Sefer Yetzirah. I wanted to let you know, I've studied the Sefer Yetzirah for over 30 years at this point. I've still not figured out how to make a golem, or Allison would never have to do vacuum. Okay, but I haven't figured it out yet. Okay? But the idea is that it does exist, and that that's permitted if you're creating a golem for the purpose of defending the Jewish people. If you're creating a sugar trick to say, look how powerful I am, That's not okay, right? Makes sense? Okay, who wants to continue on page 2 after the double break where it says it has been taught? Who would like to read?
All right.
Go.
There you go.
It has been taught. Abba Benjamin says, if the eye has the power to see them, no creature could endure the demons.
So we understand, we believe in angels and we believe in demons. It is part of our theology. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone, but we do accept that there are demons. There are bad spirits. Not everything just because it's spiritual is good. Okay, I had a friend at Summer Valencia said just because you believe in aliens doesn't mean they're all nice. Go ahead.
Abaya says, they are more numerous than we are, and they surround us like the ridge around the field. Rabbi Huna says,
Loudly.
Rabbi Huna says, everyone among us has 1,000 on his left hand and 10,000 on his right hand. Rabba says, the crushing in the Kala lectures comes from them. Fatigue in the knees comes from them.
So what is crushing in the collar? When do we do the crushing? What do we do at every wedding? Why are we doing it? Scare them away. Okay? That's the reason. That's actually the reason. And by the way, most cultures that you find, they believe that the sound of breaking glass or that clinking will scare away bad spirits. Anyone ever been to a Christian wedding? What do they do when they do a toast? Ting, 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 ting. Right? That's why. Yes.
So then the idea that you're breaking the glass, that it can't ever be put back together again, is more of a minhag.
Better than glass.
Excuse me.
Better than glass than the marriage or the life.
I take a positive turn on things. So when I do a wedding, I point out the teaching that I like about it, which is in the same way that sound never goes away. It just dissipates where we can't hear it, but it explodes into the world in the same way your love is exploding into the world. But the historical reason was to scare away the demons. We can put whatever interpretation we want, but that's the historical reason. It's sort of like understanding. How many of you heard the myth that Jews make love through a sheet? Okay, there's some non-Jews who believe it. Okay. Do you know where that probably comes from? I learned from Rabbi Chaim Ovadia. Do you know where that probably comes from? So here, Ken's Jewish, right? And here we got Mr. Poloni who's not. And Ken does his laundry, and his wife hangs it up on the clothesline. And what does Ken wear every day? He wears the tzitzit, right? He wears a tzitzit with a hole in the middle, and it's hung up. And it looks like a sheet with a hole in the middle. And so the non-Jew says, "Oh, they make love through a sheet." That's historically which always really confused me because I'm very complimented. They think we need a hole this big, but nonetheless, it's not exactly So, thank you for the compliment, but So, all right, please continue.
The wearing out of the clothes of the scholars is due to their rubbing against them. The bruising of the feet comes from them. If one wants to...
So, by the way, let me just tell you that many cultures, including I know for a fact the Yaqui Indians, believe that when you have a foot problem, it comes from bad spirits. It comes from demons. Okay? And constantly your clothes are wearing out if you're studying Torah, whatever it may be. Go on.
If one wants to discover them, let him take sifted ashes and sprinkle around his bed, and in the morning he will see something like the footprints of a cock. If one wishes to see them, let him take the afterbirth of a black she-cat, the offspring of a black she-cat, the firstborn of a firstborn, let him roast it in fire and grind it into powder, and let him put some into his eye, and he will see them. I don't think he'll see anything.
Probably not.
I can't verify. I've never done it.
Let him also pour it into an iron tube and seal it with an iron signet, that they should not steal it from him. Let him also close his mouth lest he come to harm. Rabbi Bibi ben Abaya did so, saw them, and came to harm. The scholars, however, prayed for him, and he recovered.
So in theory, our sages are saying, you don't believe in demons? Here, go test yourself. But make sure your eyes are covered. You don't want to have anything bad happen to you. But this is what they're saying. I have never done it, so I cannot vouch one way or the other. Who wants to continue reading? Bless you. Who wants to continue reading in the middle of page 2? Someone loudly. Go, loudly over here.
Abaye and Rabba both maintain
Loud.
whatever is used as a remedy is not forbidden on account of the ways of the Amorite.
So here's what that's saying. If over here you've got the Amorite, and he says, if you mix this with this with this, and it creates healing, don't throw it out just because he's an idol worshiper, just because he's a sorcerer, because he's doing bad things. He's got a recipe and it works. Be willing to use it. But also, as the Rambam will teach, always realize that all healing comes from God. Period. There's an angel that sits on the shoulder of every doctor. Please continue.
Abba also said, at first I thought the reason why one should not eat vegetables from the bunch, which was tied up by the gardener, was because it had the appearance of gluttony. But now my master has told me it is because one lays oneself open thereby to the dangers of magic. Arhizah and Rabab the Arhuna once were traveling on a ship. A certain lady said to them, "Take me with you," but they would not. She then pronounced a spell, and the ship was held fast. They, in return, pronounced a spell, and it was free. She said, "What power do I have, seeing that you do not cleanse yourselves with the potsherd, neither do you crush a louse on your clothes, nor do you eat vegetables from a bunch tied up by the gardener?"
So she's got all this sorcery that works. But in order to do her thing, she's got to have a louse or a vegetable or whatever she needs to have. We don't. We have God. That when we say we're chosen, one of the things that means is we're chosen to share. It doesn't mean we're better. It means that we're chosen to share the teachings of Torah. And one of those teachings is everything is the hands of Hashem. Everything is the hands of God, with the exception of Yirat HaShamayim, being in awe of God. And as a result, I can always go to the king. I don't have to deal with the ministers. She's got to deal with the ministers. She chooses to deal with the ministers. That's not going to overwhelm me because I can go to the boss. Please continue.
Abba also said, at first I thought the reason why one does not sit under a drain pipe was that there was wastewater there. But my master has told me it is because demons are to be found there.
Isn't that interesting about the idea of demons in a restroom? Let's take a quick break. Jody, you disbeliever, you.
I mean, if everything is because of God, why do we believe in that?
Why do speak loudly, please?
Why
Orlando, no, it's okay. You can turn on.
do you need matter?
You don't. That's the point. But that doesn't deny that it exists.
Well, so and chicken gizzards are a no-no, right? That's a no-no spell. Is it
Right.
not? Yeah, but it's okay to pick apart.
I'm saying it's a magic thing.
It's all.
But see, here's the difference. I'm not saying this is sorcery. If this was 2,000 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, or 200 years ago, I could do the same thing I just did with Ken, right? With Ken or with Ken, and I could say, "This is my power," and people would follow me.
Believe you. People didn't know it was just fooling around, sleight of hand.
But you can't explain the deck of her.
Well, it's one of the four cards that are always picked. There's four cards that people pick more often than other cards.
So you're just assuming.
Yeah, the odds were that it would be one of those four cards.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't know. I just am a skeptic, right?
Skeptics, good. We're Jews. We're supposed to be skeptics. But Carolyn, let me play with you for a second. Come here. This is a magic trick. This is not sorcery. Look at me deeply. I'm going to try and hypnotize you at the same time that we speak. I'm going to speak about this space. I'm going to speak it about this level, about this tone. Can you hear me okay? Great. I want you to think of a number between 1 and 10. Doesn't matter. There's 120. The number? Okay, I want you to add 3 to that number. Take a running total. You got the number. Add another 1. Add another 4. Okay, subtract the number you originally thought. Okay? Do you remember a number? Great. Split it in half. And we call that number Carolyn's number. Okay? Every number corresponds to a letter. A is 1, 2 is B is 2, 3 is C, 4 is D, and so on. You got a letter? You got a letter? I want you to think of a one-word country that thinks that corresponds to that letter. Don't give me a two-word country or one-word country. In English, please, do not give me Magyar from us. Okay? You got a country? Okay, we're going to call that Carolyn's country. You got it? I want you to the last letter of Carolyn's country. Do you have that letter? I want you to think of one-word land animal that begins with that letter. Do not give me a bear. No bears. No red bear, green bear, brown bear, whatever. One letter, because it's one word, adult land animals. No puppies or anything like that. One word, adult land animal begins with that letter. You have it? Okay, then we'll call that Carolyn's animal. I want you to go to the last letter of Carolyn's animal. I want you to think of a fruit that begins with that letter. You got it? Okay, so you got a fruit, you got a letter, you got an animal, right? Go write it down. Okay, so what we've done just now is kind of gone into Carolyn's mind, and I picked a bunch of crap. And I picked from her mind. Did you write it down?
No, I'm waiting for a pen.
Does someone have a pen?
Apparently not.
Yes. Oh, we got a pen. Do you have one? Up here, we got a pen for you. Be very, very quiet. We're going Carolyn hunting. Carolyn's fruit, Carolyn's letter, Carolyn's animal. How can I know any of this, Joe? Be very, very quiet.
No, Rabbi, I'm amazed.
I
don't think Copperfield has ever done
Yeah, you got it?
Seriously.
Okay, you've written down your animal, your fruit.
Multiple times.
Okay, hold off onto it. Thank you. So you got it? You have an orange kangaroo in Denmark.
I do.
Okay, let me explain something. That was a hustle, but her reaction was magic. Okay? Does that make sense? That was just a hustle, just so you know. But you're still kind of blown away, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue reading at the top of page, or in the middle of page, we're at the top of page 3. Please continue. Who wants to read? Come on, let's have some fun. Who wants to read? Top of page 3. Let's go, 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 go. Alan's reading. He was chosen.
I am.
Because he's an orange kangaroo in Denmark.
Top of page 3.
Top of page 3.
Baya also said.
Baya also said, at first I thought the reason why one poured off a little water from the mouth of the jug before drinking therefrom was the fear of great scraps that they were on the surface. But now my master has told me it is because of evil water.
And so I want to explain something how that is seen in today's world. How many of you have been with Orthodox Jews, very, very, very seriously Orthodox Jews, when they're doing Shabbos? Okay. So do you remember what they do with the glass of wine beforehand? Their fingers in it, they throw out a little bit of from the top.
Yeah.
Right? Seen that? That's to get rid of, specifically, it's from this piece of Talmud. It's to get rid of it, to overflow the passion and to get rid of it.
Sure.
Please continue.
Mishnah, the following are
Loudly.
Mishnah, the following are stoned.
So, are we going to talk about people who are stoned? Are we going to say that we stone people who don't exist? Like we stone people who float in the air? We're not going to say that, are we? Right? So we're only going to talk about people that are being stoned who can do any of these things. Go on.
He who commits incest with his mother, his father's wife, or his daughter-in-law.
Okay, that all makes sense. We stone them. Not that it ever actually happened, but that's the idea. Go on.
He who sexually abuses a male or beast.
Loudly.
A woman who commits bestiality with a beast.
Okay, so all about the sexual improprieties. Go on.
A blasphemer, an idolater, he who gives of his seed to Molech.
Okay, so all these are, this makes sense why we would punish all these people, right? They're sexual abusers. They're all using power in a way that shouldn't be used, right? They have control over the child, the animal, and so they sexually abuse them. That makes sense why they should all be punished, right? But go on, who's also included in this category?
A necromancer.
Necromancer is one who summons the dead.
Or a wizard.
One who's doing magic.
One who desecrates the Sabbath. He who curses his father or mother. He who commits adultery with a betrothed maiden. He who incites individuals to adultery. He who seduces a whole town to idolatry. A sorcerer and a wayward and rebellious son.
So all of those categories make sense to you, don't they? That's why they should be punished. Except included in the middle of this is a necromancer, wizard, and a sorcerer. All the other ones we know exist in society. The point is they also... Oh, don't tell me the raccoon's back. Oh, man.
Get rid of it. Use your magic.
Rabbi, show him a cartridge.
For those of you who don't know, a couple of years ago, there was a raccoon up there. And Orlando has it on video, and my son's made a loop of the video in slow motion. And the raccoon peed all over me.
Wow.
So I'm a little raccoon sketchy right now. But the urine of a raccoon can give me so much magic. Okay, so the point is that all of these are real. When a woman says to you, who comes from Africa, and she's part of the Konumle from Cuba, or part of some of the traditions from Africa, and she says, I'm going to place a curse on you. That's real. Does it have to affect us? No. Why? Bingo. We got the ultimate protector. But if we don't have a relationship with God, then are we going to be affected by it, God forbid? Yes. Go on, Joe. Go on.
What's the spit 3 times thing then? So it's
Superstition.
the evil eye.
Loudly,
If someone gives you the evil eye or does something and you spit 3 times or you have a hamsa or something to ward off the evil
Okay,
eye.
how many of you have heard spit on something, pooey, so that it doesn't happen? How many of you have heard that? Okay. The idea comes from an ancient custom, both in our tradition but in traditions around the world, that bad spirits can't cross running water. That's actually where it comes from. And you will find that harmonious in most indigenous tribal cultures. They will believe that bad spirits can't cross running water. So sacred places are between rivers or streams. And so the idea of spitting is it's creating a barrier. Why do it 3 times? For the nefesh, the ruach, and the neshama. The physical aspect of the soul, the mental, emotional aspect of the soul, and the spiritual aspect of the soul. That's where that folklore comes from. Now, I have a belief that I once heard, if my grandmother tells me something and her grandmother told her, who am I to say it's wrong? Okay?
So spit 3 times.
So we spit. All right, continue, please. Continue reading. Or who else wants to read? Who wants to read where it says a sorcerer? Loudly. Who wants to read over on this side? Loudly. Loudly. Go, loudly.
A sorcerer actually performs magic is liable to death, but not if he merely creates illusion.
Makes sense? A sorcerer is liable to death, but not if he's just creating a show. Okay? Go on. Rabbi Joshua's name. Illusions are allowed. They're encouraged. As long as you say it's an illusion, it's great. How many of you have seen Copperfield? Great show, isn't it?
Excellent.
Great show. He makes magic because he makes people smile. Okay, yeah, he performs. He performs.
Yeah.
He's one of the hardest working people there is. He works 2 shows a night, 6 nights a week. Yeah, he makes a whole alien spaceship. It's great. I cannot recommend Copperfield. Is a great show to see if you've not seen it. Go to Vegas. It's worth spending the money and going seeing Copperfield in Vegas. It's an amazing, amazing show. And David is a good man. And it's a great show. And he doesn't make claims like it's magic. He makes claims that it's illusions. Although I would say that some of what he does is true magic. He does one illusion where he makes an origami rose out of paper, and he goes right into someone's audience, and he floats it in front of them. And they're floating with it, and they're playing with it. Lights it on fire, and it becomes a real rose that he gives to the woman.
Wow.
It's magical.
It's magical.
It's magical. Is it magic? No, it's an illusion. It's a trick. Okay, he's got the rose in a certain place. He's got the string, but it's still amazing, and the reaction is what the magic is about. Who else wants to read? Who wants to start reading where it says the words of Rabbi Eliezer to Rabbi Akiva? This is from Sanhedrin 68a, considered one of the main passages showing how rabbis are meant to know magic. Not just stage illusions, we're meant to know magic. Who wants to read at the bottom of page 3, where it starts with, much Torah have I learned. This is from the Talmud, Sanhedrin 68a. Who wants to read? It's very loud.
Cheryl.
Go, Cheryl, loudly.
The words of Rabbi Eliezer to Rabbi Akiva. Machli Sanhedrin 68a, considered one of the main passages showing how rabbis are meant to know magic. Much Torah have I learned, yet have I been but skimmed from the knowledge of my teacher, as much as a dog lapping from the sea. Much Torah have I taught, yet my disciples have only drawn from me as much as a painting stick from its tube. Moreover, I have studied 300 laws on the subject of a deep, bright spot, yet no man has ever asked me about them. Moreover, I have studied 300, or as others state, 3,000 laws about the planting of cucumbers by magic, and no man, excepting Akiva ben Joseph,
You were just at his grave.
ever questioned me thereon. For it once happened that he and I were walking together when he said to me, my master, teach me about the planting of cucumbers. I made one statement, and the whole field about us was filled with cucumbers. Then he said, Master, you have taught me how to plant them. Now teach me how to pluck them up. I said something, and all the cucumbers gathered in one place.
Now, Rabbi Eliezer is one of the greatest sages in the Talmud. He's Rabbi Akiva's teacher. How many of you have been to Rabbi Akiva's tomb in Tiberias? Have you been? You guys have been? And his tomb is right across from Rabbi Ber Baal HaNes, Rabbi Ber, the Master of Miracles. It's right on the other side of his tomb is Rabbi Moshe Chaim Luzzatto, the Ramchal. And Akiva, we've heard of. Eliezer, if you haven't studied, Eliezer is a much greater sage than Akiva. He's actually Akiva's teacher. And so he's doing this, and Akiva's saying, show me real magic. And he does. He does. So that he can see that this does exist. Please continue reading.
The Talmud then has a long passage about Rabbi Eliezer dying while answering a question about cleanliness, and then continues immediately after his death. Then Rabbi Joshua arose and exclaimed, the vow is annulled, the vow is annulled. On the conclusion of the Sabbath, Rabbi Akiva met his buyer being carried from Caesarea to Lydda. In his grief, he beat his flesh until the blood flowed down upon the
So
earth.
he's seeing his master, his teacher, his dear friend, is walking in the funeral procession, and he's so miserable, and he starts hurting himself because he's so miserable. He misses him so much. Go on.
Then Rabbi Akiva commenced his funeral address. The mourners being lined up about the coffin, he said, my father, the chariot of Israel and the horsemen thereof. I have many coins, but no money changer to accept them. Thus from this story, we see that he learned this, the producing of cucumbers by magic from Rabbi Eliezer. He learned it from Rabbi Eliezer, but did not grasp it. Then he learned it from Rabbi Joshua, who made it clear to him.
So our sages knew. The point is, our sages knew this. So if you go in Tiberias, there's a hill. So imagine walking up that hill. That's the funeral procession. And on that hill, there's a parking lot, and on one side is Rabbi Akiva, and on one side is Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes. He's called Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes. Literally means Rabbi Meir, the Master of Miracles. He did miracles. Miracles happen. They do. The difference is that the rabbi who understands how to make a miracle understands that he is a vessel of God. The sorcerer thinks he is doing it, or believes, and he is doing it himself through bad things or through whatever else. Whereas the mystic, the Rabbi Eliezer, knows everything is just a vessel. That's why he, the Rambam, the Ramchal, these people are amazing. Please continue. Or who wants to? Where? We go on. Continue with another paragraph, please, Cheryl.
But who might Rabbi Eliezer do so? Did we not learn if he actually performs magic, he is liable? If it is only to teach, it is different. For it has been said, Thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of these nations. Thou mayest not learn in order to practice, but thou mayest learn in order to understand.
Big difference. You can learn how to do these things not for the purpose of saying, oh, look at me, but rather for the purpose of understanding the relationship of God. There's a great story, the Baal Shem Tov. There was a disciple of the Baal Shem Tov who really wanted to understand the language of the plants, and especially the language of the animals. And so the Baal Shem Tov said, come to my care. Finally, he got tired of being pestered by this guy. So he calls him into his carriage. They go into the carriage and they're riding off. And the Baal Shem Tov passes his hand over the forehead of the disciple. And suddenly, the disciple can understand the language of the birds and the animals and all these things. And he's listening to that instead of listening to the Baal Shem Tov, who's explaining why you might want to learn this, why it might be useful, why it might not be useful, when should you or when should you not know the language of animals. And then when he's done, he passes his hand over the forehead of the disciple again. The disciple can no longer understand the language of the plants, the language of the animals. Why? He wasn't interested in learning the language of the animals to serve people. He was interested in learning so he could say, look what I know. Right? So I've been a member of the Magic Castle. I rarely wear this Magic Castle hat. I've been a member of the Magic Castle since 1984.
Wow, really?
Okay? So I've been a long time. When someone says, hey, I really would like to learn how to do that magic trick, what do magicians say typically? No.
Can't tell you.
Okay? In other words, can you keep a secret? Good, so can I. So why? Because if you just want to know, because you want to know how it's done, why would I teach that to you? So you can see someone else do it and say, I know how that's done? No. Now, if you want to learn so you can perform it, sure, I would teach you. Easy. So the question becomes, Eliezer knew the magic. He knew how to use God and use the flow of God, the shefa of God, in such a way that he could make things change, in this case, cucumbers. But at the end of the day, it's about learning it and knowing it so you can do something with it. If it's just so you can talk to the plants and animals, just so you can say, hey, Carol, look how cool I am. I can make cucumbers grow. Great, Rabbi, here's a check. If that's the reason, it's not okay. Does that make sense to everyone? It's also the why. There's some cigars up here, Rob, if you want some. Randy, we got some cigars up here. I can't even see him. Hey, Dave. Hey, wait, hold on. Come over here. I get a hug. Time out. He's known me longer than any human being in this room or in my house or in most places in the world. So the only reason to do it is so that you can honor God, right? It's not so you can say honor yourself. Do you understand the difference in kavanah and intention? It's even though the result is the same, the intention is, oh, now you're leaving me. This is the once a decade high? Okay. Dave and I went to elementary school together. Okay. All right. So, Riverside Drive, actually Irwin Street Elementary School. It was in Irwin Street. It was in Studio Series from Rose. Yeah. It's a long time ago. Yeah. Okay. So, let us continue. Who wants to read where it says Rabba? Does that make sense to everyone? It's not about whether magic is real. It's not about whether you can learn it. It's about what do you do with it. Why are you doing it? Okay? If I'm doing card tricks to say, look how powerful I am, that's not okay. If I'm doing card tricks to make someone smile, that's okay. One of the things Copperfield did is he created an entire program. Here, Brandon. Copperfield created an entire program of teaching magicians so that they would go and work in hospitals, cheering people up. That's a good reason to learn card tricks, isn't it? Okay, who wants to read on page 4 where it starts saying, Rabbah said?
I will, but I want to hear what you just said.
You think I remember anything I said? If you're learning something to honor God, that's one thing. If you're learning something to honor yourself, that's another. Okay? If someone is a skeptic and doesn't believe in God, and something happens and someone creates what we would call a miracle, but they're not taking credit for it. It's just in front of that person. It is to honor God. Makes sense? They're doing it to say, look what can be done. That's not okay. It's related. So many years. So I've spent 35 years on the Yaqui Indian Reservation. The old chief was a very dear friend. When he died, they asked me to sit as his third son. His grandkids call me Tio, meaning uncle. And I remember, so this is about 30 plus years ago. I remember this is in front of 1,000 people. I remember watching at someone. This is a man who has documented cases of healing AIDS and cancer at Tucson General Hospital. Okay, he was the first chief of his people in 500 years. He was called the Moses of his people. This is all that you read about the shaman, this is who this man was. So I used to stay at his house, and in the ceremonies once he went like this. Remember, I'm a member of the Magic Castle. So you think you're a skeptic, Jody? Okay. And I watch him say some words and go like this, and a dust devil appears next to him. 27, a dust devil. I'm 27 at the time, 26, 27. And then a few minutes later, I see him go like this. Huh?
Yeah, looking good for 27.
I was at that time. I think I look good for 83. I tell you when I'm 83 and I look fabulous.
Always say you're 10 years old.
For my age, not so good. But for 83, I'm rocking it. Okay, so he goes like this. He says some words, and a dust devil appears. A few minutes later, he says the same words, goes like this, a dust devil appears. Does it a third time. Now, I've been a member of the Magic Castle already for a number of years. I'm going, this is the middle of the desert. We're not on any substance. This is 1,000 people around him. Something's going on here. Okay? This is well beyond skepticism, if that makes sense. So later that night, I say, Anselmo, what was the deal with the 3 whirlwinds? Now, he could have said, well, I'm very powerful and I made whirlwinds. Okay? He didn't. What he said was, there was so much energy, the Creator was about to make one big whirlwind, which would cause us a lot of problems. Instead, I helped make it just into 3 little ones. That's the difference. He could have said, look at me. He didn't. I know the first patient that he cured of AIDS. He had full-blown AIDS, and someone went into the desert for a week, came back with some herbs, said this will heal him or will kill him. I do not know which. A week later, Jimmy was HIV negative. And this is all documented. This is all documented. And he said, because the Creator told me to take those herbs. It wasn't about him. Does that make sense? When we do magic and say, oh, look at me, that's not Jewish. We are forbidden from doing that, but we recognize that it does really exist. And if you spend time in different cultures, you do see it. All right, who wants to continue reading where we say, Rabbah said, if the righteous. Okay, go. Loudly.
Rabbah said, if the righteous desired it, they could, by living a life of absolute purity, be creators, for it is written, but your iniquities have distinguished between, etc. Rabbi created a man and sent him to Arzera? Rabbi Zerah. Rabbi Zerah spoke to him, but received no answer. Thereupon he said unto him, thou art a creature of the magicians. Return to thy dust. Rabbi Hanina and Rabbi Ashaiah spent every Sabbath eve in studying the book of creation, Sefer Yetzirah, by means of which they created a third grown calf and ate it.
So why were they doing it? Remember, again, intention matters. Why were they doing it? So they could celebrate this calf. They could celebrate the Sabbath with this new calf. Their intention was not to say, oh, look at me. Look, I made a full-blown meal here, Carolyn. Their intention rather was to say, hey, Ken, let's share a great meal for the Sabbath. Let's honor God with the best that we can. Please continue.
Thank you for the light. Magic was nominally forbidden to anyone who followed rabbinic halakha, but the study of magic was not. In some cases, it was accepted. In others, it was even encouraged. And here we may note that it was not only as judges that the rabbis had to have some working knowledge of magic, but as legislators and leaders as well.
Okay, so you're the legislators, you're the leaders, you're the rabbis, you're the judges, right? And someone is accused of sorcery. You need to be able to identify, is that a card trick or is it sorcery? They weren't using playing cards at the time, but you need to be able to identify that stuff, right? So if you're going to be able to judge that, you better know about the field that you're judging, because necromancy, wizardry, sorcery is forbidden. So you better darn well know that you can spot that, as opposed to you saying, you know, it's really good, but you're David Copperfield. There's a difference. Please continue.
This is one of the books of the mysteries given to Noah, the son of Lamech, by the angel Raziel in the year when he entered the ark, before his entry. Introduction to Sefer HaRazim from segments of the Kaira Geniza, dated to the 3rd or 4th century CE. This book is a practical incantation book of magical spells, angels, and heaven.
So this is a book that is literally 1,800 years old in our tradition that talks about magic and sorcery. Why? So we can know that it exists. That is the only reason why. And so we recognize that it exists and we can counter it. So that we can counter it. Please continue.
Some words of Rebbe Nachman. Whoever makes use of unholy names will be harmed by everything around him. Witchcraft only has the power to harm the haughty.
So if you are humble, if we are humble and we accept that everything is in the hands of God except being in awe of God, then I'm not worried about a spell or a piece of witchcraft. Okay? So I was given this, actually take it off. I was given this necklace at the Maccabi games. Okay? So the boys are playing in the Maccabi games. In case those of you do not know, my sons led the American team to a gold medal, and they wanted an individual silver and gold medal. Don't clap me. I had nothing to do with it. Trust me.
A little bit. Just a little
One of the guys they're playing that's in their group for the last 2 days is the father of another kid who's playing. And this guy's studying the whole time. It was great. He's just studying text. And so we start talking. He's a Breslov Hasidim. Okay, he's a Breslov Hasidim. And we're talking about Rebbe Nachman of Breslov, and we're talking about my friend Rebbe Avraham Greenbaum and Rabbi Chaim Kramer, the two men who founded the Breslov Research Institute. And he's a Hasidim. He goes, here, take this. Now, this is a necklace, and it has the symbol of Rebbe Nachman on one side, which is a fire, flame. On the other side, it has 148. Now, this is not a magical incantation. It's the numerical value of Rebbe Nachman's name. Okay? Why would I wear this? Am I wearing this as a piece of protection of an amulet? If that's not why am I wearing it? How many of you would, if someone gave that, you'd wear it because it's protection, it's whatever. How many would feel that way? So why am I wearing it?
To honor
the guy who gave it to me, and to remember the teachings of Rebbe Nachman. It's a reminder for me about Rebbe Nachman of Breslov, who was this great mystic and storyteller and great rabbi. So it's not now someone say, oh, you're wearing a protection amulet. No. I'm wearing something that reminds me to try to live in a way that honors Rebbe Nachman. Now, I know other people who created years ago, who created medicine pouches. Anyone ever heard of those?
Yeah.
Okay. They put a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of plant and a little bit of animal, and they put a little bit of their hair and a little bit of their whatever other fluids they got, and they would tie them up in a leather pouch and they'd wear them. Anyone ever known any people like that? Okay, right? That's not Jewish. That's not Jewish. What do I need a protection amulet? I got my protection. It's God. So do I need to give a little bit of my hair and a little bit of my fluids and a little bit of my... No. That's not who we are. The bottom line is that we understand magic exists. We understand sorcery, necromancy. They exist. But they don't have to affect us. It's the same. How many of you have done the class in astrology? Okay? Same kind of concept. Knowing all that is very useful and very beneficial, but you know what? I can go straight to the boss. I don't need to go to the ministers of the stars. I don't need to be affected or at the effect of magic. I should know, as a rabbi, as a teacher, I should be able to identify what is real and what is not real. which, by the way, sometimes can get very confusing with some of these magicians in the Magic Castle. Okay, just so you know, I had to watch a magician 3 or 4 times before I figured out that this was not real magic. He took 3 rings from people in the audience, and he dropped them in the brandy snifter, and he swirled them around and picked them up with a knife, and they were all interlocked.
Wow.
All interlocked. Okay, I had to watch it 3 or 4 times before I realized that one of the rings was always given by the same person. It was a plan, and the ring, he was able to like open it and close it, so he was able to link them. And when he put them, he just linked it. I had to realize it because I knew he's not doing real magic, but that sure as heck is looking like it. Right? It was a great trick. Oh, it's a great trick. He spins it around. It was a great trick.
You just told us how he did it.
But again, I'm doing it so you can understand. I had to look, right? It was not my trick. I would not do that. I don't do things with plants. Well, it's not magic tricks with plants. I try and grow them when I can. But, so the point is that we need to understand it exists. And we need to understand that we can bypass it all. And here's the real piece that we need to understand, which is the reaction of you finding your car, the reaction of you suddenly finding your fruit and animal and what else? Country, color, whatever it was,
orange,
right?
Orange kangaroo.
Orange kangaroo, thank you. All those things. The magic is when it makes people smile. Magic is that we have grapes and we make them into wine. God gives us the grapes. We partner with God's gift through our effort, and we make wine. And that is a gift. It is a gift when we make people smile. It is a gift when we are able to touch people. So one of the reasons I've watched, as you can imagine, many hundreds of magicians, professional magicians. And one of the reasons that Copperfield is so amazing is because Copperfield does big illusions, but he does things that touch people's hearts. He does a whole trick in honor of his deceased father. Remember that?
The cart.
It's very touching, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
Okay? It's not like watching Chris Plain saying, look how cool I am, I can, whatever. And Judaism is about bringing magic into the world. Each of you have the ability to be great magicians. I'm not talking about card tricks. I'm talking about real magicians. Because each of us have the opportunity and the ability to help people smile, to make a difference, to touch people's hearts and lives. And when we do that, then we are really doing magic. And that's the real magic in all of it. We do recognize sorcery exists, though. So it's okay to be skeptical. We'll realize that it exists, but it doesn't have to affect us. We don't have to spit 3 times. We have a relationship. We don't have to. We got a relationship with God. But it's a nice safety thing, just in case you're not feeling good about it. Right? It's why we do that. And it's so important to understand magic, which is why I'm going to ask the 2 of you, how's she doing? You didn't get a text that you got another baby yet. Not yet. She's their daughter-in-law is in labor. That's magic. Okay? The fact that you can take 2 people and out of nothing make something. That's magic. Our job as Jews is to bring more magic in the world. And to do it, realizing it's not about card tricks. It's about something else. Does that help everyone?
Yes.
Who wants one more card trick? It's not a magic trick. Who likes to gamble here? Oh, Rob, come here.
Felix,
That guy right there. Gambler.
Take his money.
Get back from back.
Well,
that's what he says in Vegas.
we don't
Take my
gamble,
money.
we play.
Take my money,
We
please.
We don't
Take
gamble.
my
we play.
money.
I really don't gamble.
That's what I say.
You don't gamble that much?
Not really.
Who gambles? Who's a big gambler? Oh, give me a Felix. No, I don't. See, this is so great. If you're good at magic, they'll give you the money before you even do anything. Come here. Don't put money away. Make sure it's a normal deck of cards.
Otherwise, that's it.
Make sure.
Those are my bets.
Make sure they're normal deck of cards.
To actually
Normal. Would you know if they weren't?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Okay.
Yeah. I'm a
All right.
Laker fan again. I'm so excited.
Good enough.
That Michigan
Help a little bit.
Kings fan.
Well, you'll see. Okay, what I want you to do is reach over and take any card you want. Take one. Take one. The bottom one's not a good idea. I mean, it is. It just makes the trick really, really easy.
Oh, I get it.
Okay, let's try it again.
Right,
Take one.
from the middle. All right, fine.
Got one? Take it. Look at it. Don't show it to me. Show it to everyone else. Show it to the camera. Got it?
Yeah.
It's not the 7 of diamonds, is it?
No.
Dang.
But close.
Okay,
Very close.
put it back
Very
in the
close.
deck.
Very close.
Shuffle the deck. Take the whole card. Shuffle the cards. Oh, I love a guy who shuffles like this.
Wait, who just did this where they got it wrong? Was it
5 to 1?
O's? I think it was O's at the.
Just give them
You
the
shuffle?
money.
So he got it wrong and then he got ended up getting it right.
Felix, I'm going to show you a lot of cards.
It's only money.
It's only money. I will know your card by your aura. Do not tell me. I will know by your aura. No, they teach you that in your 3rd year of rabbinic school. Crock that was. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. I will know, I hope, by your aura. Put your hand palm up, please. Do not tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? Your card might be the King of Diamonds. It might be the King of Diamonds. Do not tell me. Look at me. What is your full name?
Felix Katz.
There's a middle name.
Nope.
No middle name.
Nope.
Just checking. Your card might be the 6 of Spades. Don't tell me if it's the 6 of Spades. Relax. What city were you born in?
Odessa.
Odessa. Your card might be the Queen of Spades. It might be the Queen of Spades. It might be the Queen. What year?
69.
69. Your card might be the 9 of Diamonds. It might be the 9 of Diamonds. Saw the flare in your arm. I'm so sure that is your card. I would bet you on it. I do not bet money. I bet more interesting things. Do you want to make a little bet, a big bet, or a huge bet?
Whatever you want.
Huge.
It's not worth it.
If that's not your card, I will buy you and a guest dinner at any restaurant in the 310-213-818 or 805 area
I
code.
got lots of restaurants to tell you.
If that is your card, you drop and give us all 10 push-ups right here, right now. Shake on it.
He can do 10 push-ups.
What was your card?
6 of spades.
No, tell the truth.
6 of
I
spades.
can't afford dinner anywhere. Tell the truth. Honestly, that's over here, isn't it?
From Israel.
It is. No. It's
Pick it
over
up.
there.
Pick it up. Show.
Are you going to make me do
Show
Damn
it.
straight. Get down.
With a cigar. With a cigar.
1, 2, 3. Count with me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job.
That's not, you had to have one of the ladies on his back.
The magic is not the card trick. The magic is not his push-ups. The magic is the smile that it all created for you. I hope this was worthwhile and a lot of fun for everyone. And I hope you also get magic is what you make. So hopefully we'll all do it. If you have not registered for High Holidays, please see Orlando now so we can take care of that. We got some cigars here for people. Thank you for doing all